Well, Bob, we were mentioning, or you were pointing out earlier, that there were some areas that got a lot of rain over the weekend and some that didn't get much.
The coastal areas got a lot more, Manatee, Sarasota counties. And then today, though, the inland counties, at least Hardee and DeSoto counties, 2 to 4 inches of rainfall. So it's spread it around. Yeah, it's looking a lot better than it did. However, you know, it's not over yet. The possibility of that drying up is still there. But, boy, we have another shot of some very heavy rainfall that'll be moving in, it looks like, Wednesday and Thursday. But beautiful shot tonight of Venice right there at the jetty. Cindy Desmond getting this. Look off in the distance here. That's the towering cumulonimbus that produced the heavy rainfall in the interior portions of our viewing area. And Cindy also said that a lot of those folks fishing right there were catching snook right along the jetty there. And this one from Fred Seeger, who always sends them in right as the sun was just past setting there. And you see the high cirrus clouds lighting up on Siesta Key. Fred Seeger at Sunset Point. Thanks for those photos. Keep them coming. Pics at mysuncoast.com or at mysuncoast on Twitter and Facebook. Well, a Titan radar picture showing the action was pretty heavy earlier tonight across parts of central Florida. What happened is that sea breeze moved well inland on a west wind out ahead of the storm system that is developing now to the north of us. Now, we are looking for showers and storms to possibly some strong cells moving out. Fix my jacket here as it got caught on the microphone. Sometimes that does happen, but nonetheless, the storms that you see, we have a chance for some severe weather. This had been up at the slight chance just about 15 hours ago. So the Storm Prediction Center still thinks we may see a few severe storms on into late Wednesday and into early Thursday. However, it's lessening the threat somewhat, and that's a good sign. And as far as damaging wind and tornadic activity, that is also lessened down to about 5% for the state. But there's still that chance it's there. We'll have to keep a very close watch on it as the line of storms out ahead of the actual cold front gets set to move in Wednesday late afternoon and evening. 80 degrees right now. It's warm. And the dew point is at 72. Winds are out of the southwest at 7. The pressure on the rise at 30.02 inches. The high today was finally at average, 87 degrees after last week's record-breaking high temperatures. This morning's low was warm, 72. And we did get some rain overnight. Early morning hours, we had 41/100ths of an inch of rainfall at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport. And our monthly total now, well above average, 4.59 inches. And that's 3.20 inches above average, but still we're 5 inches below average for the year. As far as winds go, they'll be out of the south and southwest. That's really going to moisten things up prior to the arrival of the front. So there'll be plenty of moisture in the atmosphere, which will allow us to see the possibility of some heavy rainfall. Now, as I alluded to earlier, there's a chance we could see an additional 2 to even 4 inches of rain in some areas before it's all said and done. Tomorrow, no rain anticipated in our immediate area. In fact, much of the west coast will stay dry. There'll be a few inland storms like we saw today, maybe not as widespread or heavy as this system continues to kind of gather strength. What's going to happen is this piece of energy here will eventually meet up with all this and then push this front through our region, cooling us down somewhat. Now, severe weather over West Texas right now. No tornado watches, but there is a severe thunderstorm watch box in effect for Texas. Well, we'll put the map into motion, show you a pretty decent day tomorrow, although we will see some high clouds occasionally move on in, and then a chance for some inland showers later on in the day. The actual front gets hung up to the north, but that piece of energy kind of rotates around and then really starts to fire up along the Gulf of Mexico. There'll be some diverging air in the upper levels of the atmosphere, which will allow these storms to really intensify come late Wednesday and into early Thursday morning. So look out. There is that possibility of severe weather. South winds turn to the southwest at 15 knots. And speaking of that, winds and seas will definitely be in your criteria for advisories both on Wednesday and Thursday. Water temperature at 86 degrees. Tides upcoming. High tide at 11:25. So just in 5 minutes from now. And sunrise will be at 6:38. Forecast tonight is calling for basically a few isolated showers still possible inland, but generally fair. Tomorrow, a slight chance for an inland shower or two and a high of 86. The extended forecast calling for good chance for showers and storms late Wednesday and into Thursday morning. Cooler, high of only 83 on Thursday, which is nice, and a low on Friday morning, 67.